All right, so let's get the records straight. For all you Steam Deck fanboys out there who got triggered by this video 2 weeks ago, which is about like close to 3,000 views, it's 2.7 thousand views. When I made this video, nowhere did I say anywhere anything about the Steam Deck. I was strictly focused on Nintendo Switch 2. And I was presenting my case why I believe, in my honest opinion, why I think Nintendo Switch 2 it's a powerful handheld console. Because that's what it is. It's handheld and also a console. Because you can switch between a handheld and a console. And I explained on this video why that is. But what happened at the end of this video? Well, there was a Nintendo Switch 2 haters. One of the Nintendo Switch 2 haters came in, and he's down here. What's his name? Kav Ninja Fool, whatever. Kav Ninja Fool. This is where it all started. He says that Steam Deck offers better, superior overall performance, which is a shame since Nintendo uses DLSS, blah, blah, blah. So it all started here, right? So I made a follow-up video based on this clown telling me that the Steam Deck runs the game better than Nintendo Switch, right? So it was this clown, it was you, Steam Deck fanboys, that first started this crap. Okay, I'm always in my lane doing my own thing. So let's just get this straight. So for the new audience, for the new people who come in to my channel, so let's look at the facts. If we're going to do this, if we're going to go down this route, let's stick to the facts. Because I got nothing but evidence and credibility and facts. You guys just have hearsay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, which right there you lose your argument. This is why no one can ever win an argument against me. Is it because I'm so special? Is it because I'm such a hotshot? No. It's simple, because I have evidence. Because I have credibility and you don't. Because you guys are thinking from a fanboy mindset. You got pissed off that this video is doing so well. I got 76 likes and it's getting a good attention here. And I'm making my own opinion based on the experience that I had with Nintendo Switch 2 for 5 months. Okay, I did the unboxing in October. It's all documented. It's all there. Maybe you guys need to do a better research. But that's the problem with you clowns, with you fanboys. I don't care if it's Sony fanboys, Xbox, PC Master Race, Steam Deck, Lenovo guys. I don't care. All you fanboys are equally the same. You can't stand the fact that someone else has an opinion about a product that they have experienced for 5 months, but you can't stand that. No. So this is what happened. I made a follow-up video based on the comment that this guy left down here. All right? And I left him a reply. This was what I said. I said to him, do you even own Nintendo Switch 2? Or are you just justifying your Steam Deck? And that's where the whole thing started. And that's why I made a follow-up video based on what this guy said. I said, all right, dude, if... He says, I'm sorry to disagree. All right, well, I disagree too. But if you're going to leave a comment without any kind of like a substance, then I'm going to go ahead and make a video about it. And the video I made about it is like, you don't even own a Nintendo Switch 2, but you're going to talk about that Steam Deck is better than Nintendo Switch 2? I own both, Steam Deck and Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch Original and Asus ROG Ally, okay? I own all of it. Maybe you guys need to bet. Why don't you type in Mr. 4K Asus ROG Ally? Why don't you guys, here's my message to all you losers, knee-jerk reaction losers who are now making me money by making these types of videos. Why don't you actually do some due diligence, do some research about me, man? I've been making content for 12 years. Why do you think I'm still here on YouTube for 12 years? Why do you think that is? Because I'm such a loser? No. Because I have credibility. And I'm funny, I'm entertaining. I have all of these qualities that you don't. Okay? So all you losers, maybe you should do some better research before you start talking about me and making these stupid, biblical proportion comments down below. Get some facts. Get some facts. Go make a video. Please, go make a video about me. What's stopping you? Why don't you go make a video about me? Pull out the facts. Pull out the evidence. Where's the evidence? Don't use an AI, because people will know if you're using an AI. But I don't think you guys can afford an AI to replicate me and all that shit. All right. But show me on this video, where did I mention Steam Deck? This video is about 18 minutes. Nowhere did I talk about the Steam Deck. Guys, many times before on my videos was Cyberpunk 2077. It's the very first game that I tried on Nintendo Switch 2. And what's so impressive about it, it's not just the fact that you can use the Joy-Cons and use the mouse in a specific way along with the gyroscope, but the way the game played, the way the game looked, and the fact that the game never crashed, it ran smoothly. And here we are still after all these months. How many months? This game came out in May of last year. So it's like May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's about, let's just say, 8 months, give or take, or 9 months. Or is it? Oh, it's February, March. 30 FPS mode on the quality mode, which I'm using right now, just quality mode. It's been just a smooth ride, man. With this game, it's been nothing but a smooth ride. I haven't had any issues like with the game in terms of like. Where the hell have I mentioned Steam Deck here? Where? Oh, this really this is great. This is great. This is fantastic. I mean, look. Thank you. It's like a godsend. You fanboys are like a godsend. It's like the God has opened up the window. Hey, here's some more fanboys for you, Mr. 4K. Go make some content. Go make some money. It is like perfect. Like, okay, man, if you got like a gotcha moment where you can make a video about me and say, ooh, I gotcha. Or you can, like, I have no problem raising a hand and say, hey, I was wrong when I'm actually wrong. I'll be the first one to do that, and I've done that many times. But I have yet to see any of you win an argument against me. And this is exactly why. And when the new people come in, when they see this video, they're going to say, he's right. These clowns really have no argument. They're just hating on the fact that he's talking positively about his Nintendo Switch 2 experience. Yes, right? God forbid that I'm having a positive experience with this device. How dare I? Maybe you guys are jealous. I know what it is. I think it's jealousy. They're jealous that we can buy a generation pack for $90, which I would love to have. Generation pack on Resident Evil for $90, and we can play Resident Evil 7, 8, and 9 Requiem for $90. All 3 games on Nintendo Switch 2 natively, and we can take it with us and enjoy it. Battery life is great. We can put on the dock system, play it on a upscaled to 4K HDR. I know it's 1080p, but it's still upscaled to 4K and HDR because television has to upscale to 4K and HDR. So, God forbid that I have an opinion about a product that I purchased and a product that I have experienced for 5 months. And that's all I was doing on this video. Nowhere did I ever say, ooh, Steam Deck sucks. I have a Steam Deck. Go type in my name. I played Steam Deck. I've done hundreds and hundreds of videos on Steam Deck. I have Asus ROG Ally. I've done hundreds and hundreds of videos on Asus ROG Ally. Everything you want to counter me, I can just pull out the video and show you the evidence. This is so easy for me. This is so easy. But who's talking this crap about me? It's the people who don't know me. It's the people who just are fanboys and have a knee-jerk reaction. Like the one guy who called me an Xbox sad shill, even though he doesn't know that I have 2 PlayStation 5s, PlayStation VR 2, God knows how many videos I have made and dedicated, and live streams I made and dedicated. My biggest live stream was The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2 was my biggest live stream. But that's the problem. People see one video of me and they have this knee-jerk reaction, judgment, immediate judgment. That's the problem. That's what sucks about people these days. They see you and they make a judgment right away, and they don't even know you. Like, dude, you don't freaking know me, man. You don't know nothing about me, but you're gonna go in this judgment immediately. How about calm down, do some research about my, about my channel. Research a little bit. Wait a minute, let me research. That's what I do. I research about people. Like even if I disagree with them, I want to research about them, see what they're all about, But no, people want to have a knee-jerk reaction. That's the issue. I just want to have a knee-jerk reaction, Me, I don't care, because I have nothing to hide. This is great for me. I told you, the more comments you leave me, the more you are engaged down on the comments, the more you're clicking, the more you're watching, the more content I can make, the more money I can make. And I've been struggling for content lately because I can't afford to buy Resident Evil Requiem, which I would love to have the expansion, the generation pack for $90, but I can't right now. I don't have the money. I want to play it on Nintendo Switch too, And if somebody wants to gift me, please don't gift me $70 Resident Evil 9 on Nintendo Switch 2. Because if you're gonna gift me Resident Evil 9 for $70, you might as well get me a $90 generation pack, just for the fact, if any of you wants to gift me that game, get me a generation pack, because generation pack, I get all 3 games, and I get to make even more content and troll even more and trigger even more Steam Deck fanboys. It would be great, but look, I'm just saying, if anybody out there is some sort of a sheik sitting on the money and whatever, and you're like, all right, you want to contribute to the channel, if you're that kind of a sheik, please get me a generation pack. But anyway, besides the point, I'm making money off of even this video. I'm making money. You guys are not winning anything. You're just making yourself look like obvious. People can see that. People know what's right, what's wrong. People can see the difference, man. People are not stupid. They're not as stupid as you might think. They know what's going on. Just because they're not replying to you doesn't mean that they don't know what's going on. They know what's going on. They know you are a butthurt fanboy, okay, who is butthurt that someone has a different opinion than yours, because you think that the Steam Deck is the best, because you think that your Lenovo Legion super overexpensive is the best. And now when you hear someone else like me, who's getting a lot of view on the videos, telling you that I have a different experience with Nintendo Switch 2. I think Nintendo Switch 2 is great. And yes, there are sales on Nintendo Switch 2. And I made a bunch of videos talking about how many sales Nintendo Switch 2 has on their eShop. But again, don't expect fanboys to give you any sort of kind of logical reason, because it doesn't play to their narrative. You have to remember something about fanboys, and this goes for all kinds of fanboys. If it doesn't play out for their narrative, then that's it. They're not going to say it. So there's no point playing a ping pong with them, because it's really a waste of time and waste of energy. All right? If you say sun is rising on the east, they will say no, sun is rising on the south. And if you say the sun is setting on the west, they'll say no, the sun is setting on the north. So what are you going to do? Waste your time playing ping pong with them? I don't. Let them type biblical testaments and whatever, New Testaments and Old Testaments. Well, I don't care. Let them rewrite the Old Testament down on the comments. I don't care. remember, I'm making money. But I'm also making this video for the new people, for people who don't know me, so that way you understand where this whole thing started, all right? I'm not some sort of a guy looking for a negative, drama type videos. I'm not like doing this on purpose to piss off, Steam Deck fanboys or to piss off ponies. The only reason I made fun of ponies is because they call me an Xbox sad shill. And even with that video about the Xbox, I made a video where I was just simply giving my opinions about the Xbox, and that the Xbox is not dead, that the Xbox it's morphing into this new company, new corporation. And then all the ponies went after me because I have an opinion and they don't like it. So you need to, guys, remember that. I'm not like if I was doing this on purpose, I would let you know, hey, I'm doing this on purpose to make money. I'm just responding. If you're gonna come to my porch and you're gonna piss on my porch, I'm gonna respond. Okay, it's really how it works. But what I'm doing here, I'm trying to clarify to you guys, so you understand. Nowhere did I ever mention Steam Deck on this video, but that's what they want you to know. They want you to say, yeah, he started shitting on the Steam Deck. I never. You guys started shitting on Nintendo Switch 2 with this video, with this comment right here. This was the comment that started the whole thing. Okay, this is where it all started. And then he's trying to tell me, if you're having a good experience, Switch 2 is probably because you have an excellent upscaling of your television. What a stupid comment this is, man. This guy is gonna tell me what my experience is with Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, look at this guy, all about Steam Deck. Steam Deck runs great, very well, superior graphics. Here we go. This is where the whole thing started. 2022 Steam Deck runs the game very well with superior. Here we go. The word superior. Oh, so what does that mean? When he says superior, that means that there's nothing better than Steam Deck. There's nothing better exists than his superior Steam Deck. And I have your superior Steam Deck. You know what I did with it? I traded it in for PlayStation Portal, if you would like to know. Yes. Yes, I traded it in for Portal. That's how much I couldn't stand Steam Deck anymore. Always issues and problems, and gotta tweak this, you have to tweak that. This game's not running properly. Always having issues with the mouse. The mouse gets stuck and I cannot use the touchpad on the mouse. God knows how many videos I made about Steam Deck. God knows how many videos I made about the Asus ROG Li. Guys, do yourself a favor. If you want to come at me, please, I'm helping you out. Do some research. Because if you do some research, then you'll say, I'm not going to bother with this guy because I can't win an argument with this guy. I'm just going to waste my time. I'm going to help him make money. Yeah, unless you want to make me, unless you want to help me make money, because I will create more content and make more money, dude. That's how this works. I don't care. I'm not triggered. I feel great. I just finished working out, man. I feel great. I went for how many laps on the swimming pool? I'm great, dude. Fantastic. Okay, I got this nice tan from Miami, dude. I'm doing great. It is you guys who are not doing great because you're getting triggered. Like this one guy, he's married, man. Dude, you're married, you got children, you got a wife. But you're spending more time on me than you are on your family, dude. What is your wife going to say? Like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you so obsessed with this Mr. 4K? You're obsessed with another grown-ass man opinion. Well, she's right. If that's what she tells you, which I'm sure she would. I don't know your wife, but I'm probably sure she would tell you that. Why are you so obsessed? The man has his own opinion. He's got his own experience. Why are you shitting on his videos? And you're a grown-ass man. Married with children. Dude. Do I need to say anything else? Exactly. I rest my case, Your Honor. So, he's claiming that I mentioned Steam Deck on this video. Where did I mention Steam Deck? All of these Steam Deck fanboys are saying that I mentioned it. Where have I mentioned it on this video? All I was doing is I was talking about my experience with Nintendo Switch 2 in the past 5 months. That's all I did. And it was a positive experience. And it's a powerful handheld console to me. The fact that I can play Cyberpunk, Star Wars Outlaws, really well calibrated. The fact that I can play Assassin's Creed Shadows, all of these games on top of the first party games, they're available on Nintendo Switch 2. But God forbid that I have a positive view on Nintendo Switch 2, that my experience has been positive. God forbid. Like crashing or bugs, everything's been just a smooth ride, man. And where have I? Here we are, like 2 minutes into the video. Where did I mention Steam Deck? Still is. Here, let's park the car over here. Still.
Whoa. What's that?
Hold on, we got commercials. Yeah, unfortunately. I need to make money off of you Steam Deck fanboys. It's never going to be as accurate as pull out the gun, right? Just pull out the gun so nobody sees me over here. And I was talking about the Joy-Con, my experience with the Joy-Con. That's why the video is so long. I was talking about my experience. And I was using Cyberpunk as that one experience because that was the launch game of third party that came out. They really showcased what Nintendo Switch 2 is capable of last year in June. Okay? So here we are, like 3 minutes into the video. I'm still talking about my experience with Nintendo Switch 2. Nowhere have I mentioned Steam Deck. But who mentioned Steam Deck? Some butthurt Steam Deck fanboy like this guy. Kava Ninja Fool, whatever his name is. Kav Ninja Fool. Kav Ninja was stupid nickname, really stupid. But not only is his nickname stupid, not only is his profile stupid, but of course, as you can imagine here, his comment is butthurt and stupid as well. You know, a butthurt comment telling me that the Steam Deck runs the game very well, superior graphics settings compared to Switch 2. Even a 3-year disadvantage in portable mode, the Steam Deck offers better graphics and superior. Here we go again. Superior. Here we go again. Superior. The word superior. Superior. Aren't we getting tired of this superior? Like his entire comment is how superior the Steam Deck is. And this is exactly why I made a follow-up video talking about the Steam Deck. But the problem is, you triggered Steam Deck fanboys didn't bother to keep with current affairs of Mr. 4K to actually do some research to see what made me do a video about Steam Deck. What made me want to say something about the Steam Deck. And the follow-up video was me reading. It wasn't even a follow-up video. It was just I was reading the Resident Evil reviews, and on the Resident Evil reviews, I saw that the Resident Evil 9 Requiem, it's not supported. That means they can't guarantee you that it's going to run really good. They can't guarantee you will have a good performance. And, the Steam Deck fanboys, they got triggered. They all got an erection. Oh, they all got a hard on. They all got a hard on. They all got an erection. Immediately. So where did I mention anything about the Steam Deck here? Here's who mentioned it. This guy. And that's why I made a follow-up video on the Steam Deck fanboys. If this guy hasn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have said anything. Nothing. But since he mentioned it, well, I have to respond. If you piss on my rug, dude, I have to say something. If you shit in my backyard, I have to say something. Because you're in my private property, I have to say something. I'm not going to just sit there and let you just say what the hell you want to say without some kind of response. So expect response. So tell me, again, I don't want this video to be super long, but tell me again, Where have I mentioned Steam Deck? Let's just pull out the gun. Still surprises me. And I think Cyberpunk has showcased to us that Nintendo Switch 2, it's very powerful. You know, remember I talked about Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Like, I'm not surprised that the Resident Evil 9 Requiem it's coming. I'm not surprised that Resident Evil 7 and 8 are coming and taking the full advantage of Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. I'm not surprised that Pragmata it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2. It's a Capcom game. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not surprised that all of these games are coming. Like a First Light, James Bond, Final Fantasy VII Remake, because this has shown to me that Cyberpunk 2077 has shown to me. The reason I was talking like this because I wasn't feeling good, man. I had a headache that day. I was under a lot of stress. I was dealing with a lot of crap, and I wasn't even sure that I really didn't think this video was going to get much attention, but it actually did. It's funny, the videos that I criticized that I don't think was good, that my performance was good because I was stumbling on my words, because I had a sinuses, I was having a headache, and I just wasn't feeling good. So that's why I'm talking like that. I was really exhausted. But I appreciate that all the Nintendo friends and family showed up. I like Nintendo friends and family. I mean, they've been very nice to me. I don't mind being called a Nintendo fanboy, even though I'm not a fanboy. But honestly, I haven't had a bad experience with Nintendo fans. They've been very nice. They've been very pleasant. Really good community. Really, I'm happy to be part of Nintendo community. I really am, because they have really been. This is all Nintendo, 76 likes, and they've been really very pleasant, very nice. Especially what's her name? V Cohen. She's been very nice. Thank you so much for your support and your kind words. Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. She's very awesome. She's great. And thank you. I really appreciate it. So, you know, I appreciate support, you know, and look, Nintendo fans, they understand where I'm coming from. They know that I'm speaking from experience, and when they saw this video, they understood that I'm speaking from experience, and that's why they appreciated this video, you know. And I do. I mean, I would never talk about a product unless I try it. I spent 5 months on Nintendo Switch 2, and based on the 5 months experience that I had with this Nintendo Switch 2 console, I'm giving my honest opinions about it, you know, as I do with every product, you know. All right, I know this video is long, but where have I? Here we go. 5 minutes into the video, where have I mentioned Steam Deck with Nintendo Switch 2 hardware that this console is more than capable, dude. This console is more than capable of handling these third-party games that require a lot of horsepower. And with games like Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadow, Cyberpunk, especially with the Cyberpunk, I knew that Nintendo Switch 2, it's going to be like similar to Nintendo 64 back in the 90s, that it'll be able to run these games, these third-party games that would be only possible, let's say, on PS5 or Xbox Series X and a PC. They will be able to handle it at ease. And you know what? Here we are. HDR, but you can also play the very unique controllers, which is true. Not only can you experience the HDR on a handheld with a 120 Hz refresh rate, but you can also plug it in even though it's a 1080p HDR, which is more than enough for a 7-inch screen. But you can dock it on the dock system, plug it into your TV, and play very uniquely with these Joy-Cons that you can use as a gyroscope or a mouse. That's very unique. That's what's so unique about Nintendo Switch 2. And that's why it's sold, I think, nearly 20 million units so far. Okay? That's why Nintendo has always been successful, because of that. They're very unique. They make very unique consoles. And not to mention these ever long-lasting first-party games that they have, on top of now all these third-party games that we can experience. But, God forbid, that I say something positive about Nintendo. All these Steam Deck fanboys and super expensive handheld fanboys, super expensive PC handheld fanboys are going to be on my ass telling me that I'm wrong. You are wrong. I'm wrong? Give me a break, dude. Please, just stop. All right? It is so stupid that my brain is actually telling me, why are you allowing these people to even leave a comment on your channel? But I tell my brain I allow them because they make me money. Just the only reason this guy is here, the other guy, Chris, is here, that's the only reason that you're able to leave a comment. Because I allow you. It's under my supervision. If your comment goes through, that's because I let it go through. But you should ask yourself, why did my comment go through? Even though I'm shitting on his video. Because I need you to engage on the comments section. I need you to help me with the algorithm. I need you to help me make money. Money. Which I have clearly explained that. You're not triggering. Even this video, I'm going to make money off of this. I'm going to make so much money off of you Steam Deck fanboys till you realize we're helping this guy. Yes, you are. Thank you. Wow, gee whiz, you just realized that. Not only are you helping me make money, but you're also helping me make you look like a pompous ass that you are. You making me make you look like a pompous ass because you got nothing of a substance or some credibility evidence that you can bring in to win my argument over me. Please, somebody win my... Please, bring some arguments with some substance. Please, bring some evidence. Make videos. I want to see it. So where have I mentioned Steam Deck here? Not only can you do that, but you can also take it with you. And you can take that experience and enjoy it on the go, everywhere you go. That's a benefit, bro, that to me it's a great value. That 7 minutes into this video, where did I mention Steam Deck? It's a testament to how powerful Nintendo Switch 2 is. So don't underestimate Nintendo Switch 2. A lot of people said to me, ooh, why did you buy Nintendo Switch 2? It's not a powerful system. It's not as powerful as PS5 Pro. I was like, dude, trust me, it has enough power to handle these games at a certain quality, at a certain resolution that's just right. And when you look at PS5 Pro, what is PS5 Pro doing that's something drastically better or different? They're still using dynamic resolution. They're still scaling the resolution. And it's true. I'm not shitting on PS5 Pro. What I just said about PS5 Pro is true. What's PS5 Pro doing that's different? They're still using dynamic resolution. Everybody's acting as if they're playing natively. I'm so sick and tired of all native 4K. I was the very first guy 12 years ago who said when when we made the transition from HD television to 4K television, I was among the very first people that actually said, you will never play games natively in 4K. That's just a wet dream. It's not happening. Even when today's 5080s and 5090s, it's still an undertaking, a huge undertaking to be running games natively. with all the bells and whistles and with ray tracing. So all this talk about native this, native that, I was right about that. And that's all I said. I'm not shitting on PS5 Pro. I'm simply said, what's PS5 Pro doing that's something drastically better? They're using dynamic resolution scaling. Are you going to really tell a difference between the original PS5 that's running at 1440p or PS5 Pro that's running at 1600p, 7 feet away from your TV? I don't think so. Everything that I say, it's backed up by facts. Nothing I say, it's me talking out of my ass. Even though I have a beautiful ass, but I don't talk out of it. I speak facts. So anyway, where did I mention Steam Deck? I mentioned PS5 Pro because some people have been telling me, which is true. People have been criticizing me. Why did you trade in your Series X and Series S for Nintendo Switch 2? Why didn't you buy a PS5 Pro? I already told this story. Originally, I wanted to buy a PS5 Pro, but a beautiful, young, beautiful clerk at the GameStop, she's so beautiful. She told me, hey, are you sure you want to buy PS5 Pro? You want to add another $280 plus tax? You can use that $280. You already have enough money for Nintendo Switch 2. You can use that $280 to buy some accessories and buy some Nintendo Switch 2 games, which I did. And they're right here. They're right here. The unboxing, everything's documented. I have nothing but credibility. And I'm making this video for the new people, not for Shuki or for KJNBA or for my regular people who watch me. They know who I am. They know what I'm all about. They know me. They're like a family. I'm talking about the new people so that way you don't have a knee-jerk reaction and buying into the bullshit that people are saying about me. That's what this video is about. So you don't buy into the bullshit that people are saying about me. So you can come here and hear directly from my mouth, directly from me, so I can show you the evidence and show you the credibility. So when you see these clowns down in the comments, you know that's what they are. They're clowns from the circus, and they're butthurt that another grown-ass man has an opinion about a plastic brand that they don't like. That's what this is about. That's why I don't like fanboys. That's why I do a member chat. That's why I filter my channel, because I don't want to deal with a bunch of fanboys. Because to me, it's a waste of my oxygen. It's a waste of my energy going back and forth with these fanboys, playing ping pong. So where did I mention Steam Deck here? Where? I know this video is a long video. I'm sorry. But you have to watch this video for 1 hour to understand my case. Hear my case, my side of the story, not just what the internet's saying, which is all garbage to begin with. Hear my side of the story, directly from me. Solution. Okay, it's not like they're like doing native 4K, right? Exactly. They're still using dynamic resolution. They're still using PSSR, also known as PISR, to bring you, you know, a quality with ray tracing, but at a certain dynamic resolution.
Adulting is hard enough, so why not make one
commercials. Okay, here we are. Like, how many minutes? Like, how much of this video have I gone through? Where am I mentioning Steam Deck? Where have I mentioned Steam Deck? Where? Where have I mentioned Steam Deck? Where? Is like, so then, you know, if I can enjoying these games, you know, see it for yourself. Ask a friend who has a Nintendo Switch 2 to let you play it, and you will see for yourself. So anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this video because I just felt like revisiting Cyberpunk. Maybe I'll live stream Cyberpunk a little bit. Okay, so where have I mentioned Steam Deck on this video? But everybody wants to tell you, ooh, he started shitting on Steam Deck for no reason. I never did. Even when I made Steam Deck videos, I was talking about it in a positive way. Go type in my name. Go type in my name, Mr. 4K Steam Deck. Find me one negative video about the Steam Deck. No, please. I want to see it. For how many years? For 7 years. I haven't talked about Steam Deck in any kind of negative way. I said there's some positive things about the Steam Deck when it came out. I can, use the Linux, and Linux is very user-friendly. I can do a lot of stuff on Linux. I can use all of these emulators and whatnot. I even played Shadow PC on there. I use my Shadow PC on Steam Deck. Look, all those videos are there. Just type in my name. I've been doing this for 12 years. Hello, do I have to put this on a billboard? It's not me bragging about myself. I've been doing this for 12 years. That is a fact. Fact. Heart and soul and sweat putting into this damn channel all by myself. That's a fact. That's not just me talking out of my ass. That is the damn fact. I've been doing this shit for 12 years. So if you want to come at me with some damn substance. Don't come at me with some bullshit. With some bullshit narrative. If you want to come at me with some hardcore evidence. Some credibility. Bring some credibility. Bring something. Bring. Been making content for 12 years. All these 4K television guys, Quantum TV, this guy, Westside Tech, all these guys all came after me. Even the other guy who passed away, I don't want to mention his name. Everybody came after me. Tesla guy, this guy, all of them failed. And why did they fail? I don't know what it is. Is it jealousy? Maybe because I'm really good. Maybe that's what it is. I was talking to my friend Shuki about this. And I was even talking to my Swedish friend. And even KJ, I talked about this. I think it's a jealousy, man. I think that's what it is. Some people are just jealous. That I have credibility and they don't. And they're like, man, I can't. That's right. You can't win an argument because I have credibility. That's what this video is about. So if you want to leave me some stupid comment, go leave a stupid comment. Make me money. But just remember, you're not winning the argument. You're looking like a pathetic loser fanboy. You're looking like a pompous ass loser pathetic fanboy is what you're looking. And the entire world, the entire internet will know who you are. A pathetic loser. Crying about his plastic brand because another grown-ass man has an opinion about another plastic brand that you don't like. I can't make this stuff up. But what I do have, I have credibility. Alright, and I'm sorry this video is 43 minutes, but the reason I'm making this video, it's not for people who already know me, who have been with me for so many years. This video is for the new people who have a knee-jerk reaction. People who don't know me, and they're judging me immediately. And having a knee-jerk reaction without knowing anything about me, without doing any damn research about me, which you should do before you start having a knee-jerk reaction. Write me some stupid comments. If you want to bring some substance against me, bring it. I have yet to see it. In 12 years, I have to see anybody bring any kind of substance. All they're doing is insulting me, talking about my physical appearance, talking about this. What's wrong with my physical appearance? Ladies love this. They have wet dreams about this physical appearance. Maybe you guys are just jealous that I'm better at everything. Maybe that's what this is about. That I can do this by myself. Everything I have accomplished in my life, no one helped me out. No one handed me out any money. I did everything myself. And I survived 5 years of war in Bosnia. All of that. You want to see my Yugoslavian 1979 birth certificate? I can show it to you. Okay? Maybe, I think people are just jealous. It's what this is about. I don't think it's about video games. I don't think it's about any of this shit. It's just they're jealous of me. But you know what? That's fine by me. That means I'm doing something right. I feel like Charlie Sheen. Tiger blood. Winning. I got tiger blood. I'm winning. I'm starting to sound like Charlie Sheen, huh? I love Charlie Sheen. I was recently watching the podcast with Michael Bean. But look, man, I don't want to be... my channel's not about drama. Like, Shuki knows this. KJ knows this. They know me. And my Swedish guy, Mr. Sir Galahad from Sweden, he knows I'm not about the drama. I don't like drama, you know? And I don't want my channel to be about drama. I want my channel to be about having fun and enjoying making funny content. When I went to, you know, Meta Horizon World, and I know Renee have asked me, how come you never came back? Well, Renee, if you're watching, the reason I stopped going to, and Pedro, if you're watching, the reason I stopped going there, both Renee and Pedro, the reason I stopped going there, it's because I'm always the guilty one. Everybody's, you know, pointing fingers at me. And whatever happens, whether I go to Gatsby's, whether I go here or there, anywhere on the Meta Horizon, it's my fault. It's not my fault if people are coming after me. And they're seeking attention from me. I can't help it if I'm the celebrity, but I just don't want to be there dealing with drama. That's one of the reasons why I quit going to Meta Horizon. Okay, I still have my VR headset, but I don't want to go there because I don't want to be the problem. I told everyone there, John Wick will never return because every time he returns, I try to make people laugh. I try to make people have a good time. And what do I get? Slap in the face. I'm the bad guy. I'm always the guilty one. It's always me. All people pointing fingers at me. I'm like, all right, so then why the hell should I be there if I'm always going to be the guilty one? So that's why I didn't. That's why I stopped going there. I don't want to be always people pointing fingers at me. All I wanted to do there was to make people laugh, was to entertain people. And that's what I try to do on this YouTube channel. I don't give a shit about PlayStation, Nintendo, PC. I have it all. I have it all. I don't care what you're playing on. I don't care what you have. I don't care. But if you're going to come to my channel and you're going to start typing me some bullshit that's not true, telling me what's good for me, then I'm going to respond in the best way that I can respond. But I don't want people to think that my channel is about like some back and forth drama with these clowns. I'm not about that. But people are the ones who are doing this. Even when I started doing televisions, they're the first one who started doing this shit. You know, what's the first guy that I had to deal with? Was the guy from Northeast, from Philadelphia, I think, or no, from New York, from New York City. I think he's from Brooklyn. I forgot his name. Anyway, it was what's his name? Hard Eight. Yeah, the guy from Northeast. I think he's from Brooklyn. Hard Eight came after my ass about the television, the upscaling. And I was just having my opinion about my Vizio. I was simply saying I am surprised how well Series S is upscaling. Not Series S, Xbox One S is upscaling on the television. So he came after me, and I had to deal with him. And then he started calling me racist and all this other bullshit. Started making videos about me, calling me a KKK, all this garbage, right? And then finally, me and him, after going back and forth, finally we decided to like, all right, man, I'm sorry, you're sorry. Like shake hands, You do you, I do me. You stay in your lane, I stay in my lane. That's it. And we shook hands, and that's it. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. And then the other guy came in. West Side Tech, right? West Side Tech. He got all pissed off because I didn't want to do the whole home theater fucking thing. And I told him, I'm not about a home theater, man. I'm not about, home theater surround sound. I'm about televisions. And he got all pissed off that I was doing mainly 4K Blu-ray players and 4K television. And that's what I was doing, 4K television. So he started talking shit about me, blah, 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 talking about my appearance, everything, where I'm from, like, go back to your country, all this bullshit. You're in my country now, like, even though I'm a citizen, right? So all these guys came after me, and they all lost. And then you got Quantum TV. Quantum TV got pissed off at me because I didn't want to go after West Side Tech, because I told them, I don't want drama, dude. I don't want this channel to be about drama. It reflects negatively on me. And this, I think, is one of the reasons why LG dropped me. I can't prove it, but I think it's one of the reasons why LG didn't want to associate themselves anymore with me, because I was adjacent to all these clowns. Like Quantum TV and West Side Tech and Truth of YouTubers, Hard 8. And then, the guy who passed away, Anthony Kenneth Bishop. And then all these other guys, Neo Tesla, the Mitches, and all these guys. Okay? But every single one of them has failed. This is what you guys need to understand. Every single one of you have failed. I'm still here. I'm still making a content, and neither one of you have any kind of substance to bring against me. None of you have any kind of substance. That's because you know shit about me. You know diddly nothing about me, but you have this stupid ass knee-jerk reaction. And what has this knee-jerk reaction really achieved? Made you look like a pompous ass, and made me money, made me more content. Again, I'm gonna end the video by saying this. Tiger Blood, Charlie Sheen, winning. Tiger Blood, Charlie Sheen, winning. I'm winning. Tiger Blood, Charlie Sheen, winning. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video clarifies everything. This will be my last video about this whole thing about me and this whole drama nonsense. So it's clarified. Rules are simple. People who are blocked, they broke my rules. And they know why they're blocked. I have rules. Rules are very simple. They have been explained. If you watch my videos righteously every day, you will understand the current affairs of Mr. 4K. And if you're too lazy to check my videos to keep up with the current affairs of Mr. 4K, that is on you. That means you were never a loyal subscriber or a member to begin with. That means you never gave a shit about me to begin with. So then why should I keep you around if you are a fake, phony member? And I already explained why these guys are blocked. Okay? If you're blocked for a reason. My rules are very simple, common sense, very simple, explained. Okay? Just like this video. It's very detailed, common sense, explained with logic and evidence. Okay? So, if you give a shit about me, and if you want to know about me, I have over 9,600 videos. Everything's there. Okay? This video explains everything that you need to know about me. But if you want to believe that stupid bullshit narrative that people are putting out there on the Discord and other shit places, that's on you. That's your problem. That's not my problem. If you want to buy into that bullshit, if you want to believe that bullshit and believe that fucking narrative, that's on you, dude. That's not on me. But if you're somebody who truly wants to know directly from my mouth, well then watch this video. And this video will explain everything to you. Okay? And I hope this is the last time I have to make this video to explain this. Because, guys, I'll say this for the last time. Do a better research about me. You can have your opinion. I don't mind you having an opinion. But if you're going to come at me calling me stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about because I have an opinion on a product that I have tried for 5 months, I will respond because you're insulting me. And I don't like the insult. I don't like to be disrespected. Do you like being disrespected? Neither do I. Neither do I. But if you're going to disrespect me on my own channel, I will respond in the best way that I can respond. By exposing you and what a loser you are and what a pompous ass you are. Okay, so if you don't want to be a pompous ass, if you don't want to be a loser, go watch someone else, man. Don't come at me. Because you're going to see videos like these with credibility. You're going to see this 1 hour video where everything's explained. Because I have nothing but credibility. And Shuki knows this. KJ knows this. But especially Shuki knows this. I have credibility. Everything I say, it's credible. You can fact check everything I say. And I rest my case. I rest my case. This case is closed. Again, I have to bring Charlie Sheen on this. Tiger Blood, winning. Tiger Blood, winning. Winning. Tiger Blood, winning. Charlie Sheen. I'm Charlie Sheen. Tiger Blood, winning. Winning. All right. All right, guys. Take care. I really hope that this video gives you some better perspective about me and who I am. Even though I've been doing this for 12 years, been making content for 12 years, but I hope this video clarifies, the garbage that's out there that people are putting out about me on Reddit and Discord and all this other shitty, crappy, social networking piles of shit places. It's nothing but a pile of shit. Reddit, Discord, it's a one big pile of stinking shit. And if you want to believe that, well, that's on you. I can't help you. But if you want to hear it directly from me, then you can watch this video and hear it directly from me. And if you did do that, and if you spend the entire hour to watch this video and you made it this far, guess what? Now you will be able to comment after you subscribe. Because you watched this video for 1 hour and now you will be able to reply. Okay? And you'll be able to leave a comment. All right? So anyway, thank you for watching. And like I said, tomorrow I will have a video review for The War Machine. So War Machine is the latest action sci-fi Netflix movie, and I can't wait to watch it, and I will have a review on it tomorrow. Okay, so keep an eye on the War Machine review of the movie tomorrow. Okay, because I have to watch the movie and then I have to watch it twice to see if I missed out on some things, and then I will give you my honest review on the movie tomorrow, Saturday, March 7th. 2026. All right. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.